Hey guys, welcome back to some more Motorsport Manager and part 15 of Season 3 of our Force India career mode. And it's the penultimate race of the season in Brazil, the one we've won 2 years in a row, I believe. Yeah, Fernando Alonso 5 points behind in the championship. We've had a big development push and we've got some good parts on Fernando's car. Going into this final race, we've got a risky one, which is a little bit worrying. If we were to win the race or something and then got demoted, that would be a big shame. But you know, worst case scenario, we get demoted a couple of places, we're still getting good points, do you know what I mean? So yeah, in the last episode, Giovinazzi crashed out as well as Lewis Hamilton, which was particularly disappointing on Lewis's behalf, but hopefully that nonsense is over now and we can hopefully have a really good race here. We're going to simulate the session as always and see how it goes. Hamilton and Alonso out there. Alonso got the brand new engine, actually looking quite good on the Ultra Softs. And hopefully we can actually max out the Ultras. Yeah, we can. That's brilliant. And it looks like we've done qualifying trim, so I think we're in the best possible situation going into qualifying today. We're only 8/10ths off in practice. Hopefully once we've sorted the setup out, things will be a bit different. So weather forecast looks good. We're going to go for that and that and that and that, even though I don't even think these make much of a difference. Well, we're going to have to actually go to work and do some decent setup things in this Grand Prix, because apparently they're incapable. Let's go for that and send them straight out there on that. How do you feel about his setups? That's good. Move that up. Move his top speed up. Give him a bit more tyre pressure. And send him straight out. So let's simulate Q1. We'll hopefully get through quite easily. And this should show us whereabouts our performance levels are. 8th and 9th at the moment, so quicker than Vettel. There's no real shocks there in Q1. Palmer managing to get through, so Kobayashi out as well as the two IndyCar teams. Going into Q2, 8th and 9th, we're obviously going to take qualifying this time because we can't be taking any risks when we're fighting for the championship like this. So Alonso going to go out first. We're going to go for that as a setup and see if that improves him a little bit. Send him straight out there, and Hamilton is going to have a bit more front wing, and we'll see if that makes any difference to his setup. They're both going out at the same time and it looks like they've gone out behind Giovinazzi, which is quite hilarious actually. Oh, I'm nervous about this qualifying session. I think we've improved the car, but whether it's enough, I don't know. We're hoping for changeable conditions in the race, because that's where we really shine generally. So Alonso managing to get his tyres in the perfect area, but he's overheated the brakes a little bit. Slightly better than Lewis. So here he comes. He's passed that Mercedes on its outlap. Alonso pretty close to Giovinazzi in the first sector. What about Hamilton? Hamilton's slower. So let's keep an eye on Fernando Alonso as he goes throughout this lap. He's only a 10th off Giovinazzi. What is Giovinazzi doing? It looks like Raikkonen's gone quicker in the first sector. Here comes Fernando Alonso then up to the line. Where's he going to go? He currently goes second, 7/10ths off the pace. Hamilton 8/10ths off the pace. That's brilliant. Let's keep an eye on Sainz Jr. He's probably going a little bit quicker than Giovinazzi. Yeah. So it looks like we are still about a second off, although we have improved a little bit. Because we're usually 1.2 seconds off, so we should be safely through to the top 10. 6th and 7th at the moment. We'll probably go down to 7th and 8th. Because Senna's gone through, but we are quite close to Senna, so you never know. We might be able to topple him in Q3. No big shocks in Q2. Raikkonen and Giovinazzi doing exactly the same time. Yeah, we'll just have to see. So Hamilton wants to go for another lap. We're not doing that. We're just going to leave them on this, save the car, and save some more tyres for the race, because you never know what's going to happen. We don't know what the weather's going to be for tomorrow. I don't think you can see it for tomorrow. But there's the standings. If everything was to finish as it were, Kimi Raikkonen would go 14 points ahead of Fernando in the championship. So we need to avoid this. We need to make sure Alonso gets a podium tomorrow. And hopefully that'll be enough. But we had a big chance in the last race. Giovinazzi crashing out. That was our chance to go and take some points out of the championship, and we haven't done that, unfortunately. So Senna currently going quicker than he was before, so he's possibly going to move up into the top 5 here. He's coming through now and does move up to 5th, 7/10 off the pace. So as the end of Q2, Sainz Jr. the quickest, as you'd expect in that Mercedes. Yeah, nervous times going into Q3. We should be 7th and 8th. That's where we're looking at. But if it's wet, or if there's going to be a wet part of it, you never ever know. We could go and get pole position. So Sainz first in that session. Going out Kvyat, Gasly, Hülkenberg, Palmer and Castroneves, who's completely gone off the boil recently. It's really quite sad to see. But it doesn't look like it's going to rain at any point in this session. So yeah, we'll send Alonso straight out. He's unhappy with his straight line speed, so he wants a bit less by the looks of things. Wants that. So we'll send him out there, see if he goes any quicker. If he doesn't, we know he's got a good setup waiting for him. Hamilton. I mean, do we do that? See if we can optimize it a little bit further for Hamilton. Hamilton out there in a bit of clean air. Alonso just a little bit behind Giovinazzi, his title rival. Oh, it's nerve-wracking, isn't it, when you're in a championship battle? You're not in control of the car, really. You know, you've just got to go and let your drivers do it. We've accepted that we're not going to win the constructors. You know, that's fair enough. But we can definitely go win the drivers still. So let's keep an eye on Alonso's times with respect to Giovinazzi. 3.5 tenths off in the first sector. Hamilton 4.5 tenths off, so Alonso going slightly quicker than Hamilton as it stands, which you'd expect because we've given him a really good car this weekend. So Giovinazzi, it looks like he is going to take pole position here. Here comes Fernando Alonso. He's about a second off, which is annoying. Hamilton goes 4th. Bottas not quick enough. Ricciardo quicker than us. Verstappen quicker than us. Sainz is going quicker. We need him to take pole position, really, away from Giovinazzi. That's the idea. Sainz comes through now, and he does take pole position for the moment. What about Senna? Is he going to manage to get close to Sainz today? No, he's not. He goes 4th. And we have slotted into 7th and 8th, which is our usual positions. Might send Alonso straight out there. He did do a quicker lap in Q2. I think we send him out there on these ultra soft tyres and we'll see what he can do on them. Hamilton less happy with that, so if we go with that, 16.5, 26.5, yeah, maybe that. Try something different with him. But Fernando, this is your time really. Time to pull out half a second and get into that top 5. That would mean the world to us. It really, really would. And here he comes. He's going to start his lap. He's hopefully not going to have anybody to interfere with his lap. He's got the tyres in the perfect window, as has Lewis. So here comes Lewis Hamilton. And he is in clean air, which is important. Alonso goes quicker in sector 1, not quick enough really, to be honest with you. But what about sector 2? Come on. He's going quicker, but not anywhere near enough. And here comes Fernando Alonso. He's coming up to the line now. What's it going to be? It's an improvement. He gets to a second behind. What about Hamilton? He's coming round now. Where's he gonna go? He improves by 2/10 but can't go above Fernando. Vettel, he's the one that could throw a spanner in the works here. Giovinazzi going slow in sector 1, which is good to see. Vettel's probably not going to do enough, it has to be said, and he doesn't. He goes pretty close, but not close enough. Ricciardo, not quick enough. Everybody's slowing down a little bit now, apart from Bottas, who's going a bit quicker, but he's not going to get anywhere near any of the good positions. So Carlos Sainz is on pole position. That helps us slightly. Giovinazzi in second. We need to keep an eye on him off the line. We need Alonso to get off to a good start tomorrow. We need Hamilton to get off to a good start tomorrow. That's something that's been deserting us recently, and we need to sort it out. We need to be in both cars in the top 5 after the first lap. That's the minimum really. We need Giovinazzi to drop back a few places and then just take the race from there. I don't know if it's going to be a changeable condition race. It really doesn't look like it, which is not in our favour, but what can you do? We'll go for that, and then that. I don't think there should be any red zones anyway. So Hamilton's fastest lap came in Q2. Well, that's apparently the 97% optimal. Wow. That's fine. Alonso did his almost quickest lap in Q3, which is good. Driver strategy, we're going to push from the start and we're going to see exactly what we can do. Let's get into it. Wow, I am nervous for this Grand Prix. What's happened here? We need to turn this round. Lights out, away we go. Fernando and Lewis off to a decent start. And are cleanly through the sort of first corner, which is the main thing, I guess, in the maintained position. We'll keep an eye on Lewis Hamilton as he's the lead car currently. Giovinazzi is in second. He's held his position. I was seeing a Ferrari dropping down the order and hoping it was him, but it hasn't quite worked out that way. And Alonso has moved up to 6th. I don't think he's going to maintain it, is he? Although I tell you what, somebody's zoomed through. That was Senna. Alonso up to 7th now, and he's having a look at Kimi Räikkönen, but yeah, Hamilton moving down to medium. Alonso passed Verstappen for 6th place. Yeah, now it's time for Alonso to push on the people ahead. He's having a look down the inside of Ricciardo and he's through. Alonso quickest in the first sector of anybody. That's exactly what we need. He's into the top 5 now and needs to start pushing on Kimi Räikkönen. We're going to move that down to high just for the moment, see if we can keep going. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to reduce it to that because otherwise we're going to go through with tyres far too quickly. So Hamilton now pushing on Daniel Ricciardo. Alonso slots into 5th place. Senna's currently the guy going quickest on the track, and he's the one behind Giovinazzi. So let's see what's happening up top. It looks like Sainz is leading the race, but Giovinazzi catching him up in 2nd, with Senna in 3rd, and then Raikkonen in 4th place. Alonso in 5th, but he is under pressure from Daniel Ricciardo, who's in 6th, and Ricciardo will probably pass him from experience. Giovinazzi in a little bit of no man's land, which is, you know, good in a way. But Sainz is struggling a little bit more than him, I would say. Yeah, I think we bring in Fernando this lap and put him straight onto the super soft tyres, simply because it'll get him into a bit of clean air. It'll get him off these tyres and sort of get him out of the battle, if you get what I'm saying. So Alonso into the pits. That promotes Hamilton to 6th place. We'll watch Alonso's pit stop, and it is good. It is good. Alonso comes out ahead of Bottas. Don't quite know what's happened to Bottas, but he has stopped. So he must have had an incident early on. But now Alonso needs to push a bit and try and make up some time on these super soft tyres, and hopefully get back out in the mix. Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Senna all in the pits. Giovinazzi is still in the pits. Alonso's through. What has happened here? Raikkonen's away, ahead. So championship leader Raikkonen is out ahead of Fernando. Senna's out ahead of Fernando. But Giovinazzi's still in the pits. What has happened to him? He's away finally in 20th place. What a shame for him. Hamilton's going to come in this lap. And we're going to put him on to another set of these, actually. We're going to put him straight back out on a set of Ultra Softs and see what he can do. So Alonso now up into 13th position. He's sort of provisionally 3rd, if you like. Ricciardo on the Ultra Softs behind. I don't know if he'll be able to go to the end of the race. Can Alonso get past this troublesome Rahal car? Oh, for goodness sake, he's holding us up so much. It's really annoying when that happens. Let's keep an eye on Lewis Hamilton. He's obviously on the Ultra Softs as well as Ricciardo. So Alonso now behind Ricciardo. Ricciardo will probably make it to the end of the race. Alonso being passed by Rahal. He's really destroying our race at the moment. I'm going to actually go into overtake mode to try and get past him. Come on, son. Right, he's through. Now I need to get past Paganord as well. I think it's Paganord. It is. Come on. Come on, Fernando. Down the inside, mate. Oh, and he's through. He's through. So Alonso into the points now. Which is good against Giovinazzi, but we are behind Raikkonen in the championship. That's who we're mainly battling. So He's the one we really need to keep an eye on. So yeah, Senna just ahead, Ricciardo ahead. I don't know if people on the soft tyres will manage to get to the end of the race. They probably will, you know. Alonso now having to go on Senna, and we're through. Senna's got a problem. We should be through here, but he's holding us up so badly. And how's Paganode back? This is just so stressful. Goodness sake. Let's keep an eye on Hamilton. A bit less of a stressful race for him. Got 3 laps remaining. Castroneves leading the Grand Prix. Gasly in second. Raikkonen up to third. That's the problem. 15 points. Alonso in 9th now. We've got a whole host of cars ahead that we could overtake before the end of the race. But what are we meant to do? Because we haven't got enough fuel to really push him hard enough to get past. This is awful. Raikkonen closing in now on Gasly, and Raikkonen takes second place. He's going to take 17 points off Fernando Alonso and move to 22 points clear in the championship. Alonso pushing on Hulkenberg, but not managing to do anything. Hamilton's going to go attack and overtake. For the first time in a long time, Alonso's parts aren't looking good. Because we've went for the extra race performance. Alonso up to 8th. That's brilliant. We'll now put him back down to push. Come on. You get past these people. This is championship critical. Come on. This is awful. We're going to be beaten by Joseph Newgarden. Raikkonen down to third. So he's lost a couple of points. And we've gained a couple of points, I guess. Hamilton finishes 13th, by the way. Didn't work for him, did it? But look at the amount of people on zero-stop strategies. Castroneves has won the Grand Prix. I can't believe that. But we'll take it. Kobayashi finishing 5th. So what's this meant for the championship standings? I really don't know. We're 16 points behind Kimi Raikkonen now. So we need to finish at least second in the next Grand Prix with Fernando. That's going to be a tough ask. Hamilton down to 16th in the championship. Wow. Oh, we're down to 3rd in the Constructors. Oh, how annoying. How annoying is that? But we've got the season finale to come, and that is going to be intense. Fernando Alonso in the fight. Most definitely in the fight. But is he going to be able to do it? I think not. I honestly think not. We'll have a big push for performance before the last day of the season and try and do whatever we can for him, but it looks like Kimi Raikkonen's going to win the World Championship. And we have gone down to 3rd. We are still in a little bit of a battle with Red Bull for that. We're going to have to outscore them by 5, which is certainly possible, because anything can happen in a Motorsport Manager race. Oh, that was stressful. That was a stressful Grand Prix. We didn't really get the result we wanted. Let's see what's going on. Have we got any jobs available to us? No. Haas, I guess, in the second tier. Let's have a look. Yeah, so that's it. That is that. And the championship looks like this. 16 points is a big gap to pick up. The 2 crashes from Alonso is what's going to decide this season ultimately, because he could have easily got 16 points from them 2 Grand Prix, and it's a shame. It is a big shame. And going into the final Grand Prix, I feel like I failed him. That's interesting. It is going to rain on qualifying day, so you could potentially see the likes of Raikkonen and Giovinazzi fighting through the field, which would be interesting. But Ferrari deserve to win it. Kimi Raikkonen deserves to win it. He won those 4 Grand Prix in a row. Anyway, if you've enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like. It really does mean a lot for me and for the channel, and hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.